Hello, I'm Dawn River, a lecturer in social work at the University of Birmingham. This is a video diary of our international exchange visit to Rotterdam in May 2008. It was filmed by social work students, academics, service users and carers from the University of Birmingham.
Hello, I'm Srinda Guru. This is Birmingham University. We'd like to welcome you to our international exchange project.
Developing international perspectives are essential to effective social work in the 21st century. Listening to and learning from others, debating ideas and concepts is at the heart of what productive social work is as a global profession. At the University of Birmingham, we have a history of teaching social workers for 100 years, and over that time we have tried to promote our links and our joint work with people all over the globe. When I was approached as director of the Centre of Excellence in Interdisciplinary Mental Health to support the Birmingham Social Work Programme's initiative in the international sphere, I was delighted. Not least because at Birmingham we have a really strong track record of working in partnership as social work academics with our students, practitioners, service users and carers. And it is through these partnerships that we work to build the knowledge base for social work as a profession. I watched with delight at the material which the Social Work Partnership brought back from Rotterdam, material developed as they discussed with Dutch colleagues what we were doing on our programme here.
And here is some more of the material we brought back from our visit to Holland.
I'm really excited about going out to learn about social work in the European context, especially after the stuff that Barbie said last year about working with gangs and things like that. I really want to go out there and see what we can do differently and what we can bring to our practice. Social work is changing and people need to be more aware of these international issues and the impact they're having on social work in the UK. For example, war on terror, Islamophobia, what's going on in Darfur and refugees, asylum seekers. There's so much going on that we should be aware of.
What we're looking forward to is that this is the first stage of an international social work context that we at Birmingham want to develop very much. We hope that we'll be in the future building more contacts throughout Europe but also through the rest of the world and see what international social work really is and how it can be taught in a much more coherent way.
Upon arriving in Rotterdam, Professor Barbara Boom took us on a tour of the Hodge School. The Birmingham students then attended a lecture by Frans Speering on social trends in Europe, where they discussed the plight of immigrant communities. Dr. Srinda Guru led a discussion on diversity with Dutch students and academics, and colleagues from the University of Birmingham presented service user and carer perspectives.
The objective of the presentation is, by the end of this presentation, students would be aware and empowered around the carer's experience.
I'm going to explore the delivery of social care and how it affects me. In looking at that, I might consider the benefits that could accrue from a partnership arrangement with the service provider. So how do I sort of individualise this? Do I talk about this as an individual receiving care, or do I talk about it as a person, a representative of a disabled community that has organised itself to engage with the local authority in getting improvements to those services? In short, a partnership. In truth, these two states are not separate. We all receive services as individuals. But by joining together in a collective group, we add strength and weight to our demands for change.
The next day we took our teaching and learning onto the streets. Barbara took a group of UK students on a tour of the streets of Rotterdam, where she talked to them about the impact of Dutch social policy on drug taking and prostitution. Meanwhile, the other students travelled with members of the UK teaching team to Pamager, a mental health day activity centre in Spijkenisse.
Tell us a bit about the centre.
It is a day activity centre.
Okay, shall we have a look in?
Yes.
Abbas showed us around the centre, through reception to the second-hand clothing store, where everything was on sale for €1. Then onto the internet cafe, where members can study for an IT qualification, surf the net, or enjoy an inexpensive, nutritious meal prepared by service user volunteers.
I'm working here with three, I call it...
Is that mental health service users, consumers?
Yes.
Clients?
Yes. 3 in the kitchen, 3 behind the bar, and 2 cleaning the kitchen stuff.
And they all work as volunteers?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Dawn. And this is Ellie.
Today we are just playing with colour, and everybody is making what he or she wants. I told people, make something really ugly. Everybody was telling, oh, my picture is so ugly. Oh, my picture is so ugly. So I asked them to make something really ugly.
Beautiful. And then that freed them to just
a little bit, yeah, a little bit. We had a lot of pleasure that day.
The visit ended with a lunchtime discussion between the Birmingham group, a social work student on placement at the centre, and her practice teacher. Meanwhile, across town, the other group arrived at a service user-led cafe in the city centre, where they had the chance to meet the volunteers running the cafe. That evening, the group went to a local club to unwind together.
And it's been a really exhilarating experience on several counts. First of all, the way we have exchanged views and challenged each other, and there's been plenty of that. And secondly, by just the support level that we have for each other. And myself, as a blind person, have been so well cared for, it's unbelievable. So it's been great, and I hope we repeat it.
I really enjoyed the fact that we were able to interact with students from Rotterdam and find out their experiences with social work and how they thought about the issues that they were facing.
Very interesting. Just meeting the students at Rotterdam University was very good for me, you know, and their interest, services and peers involvement in education and training was very happy about that, and I think we have done a good job.
The highlight of the trip for me was the visit to the Day Activity Centre. I was very impressed how the centre and the local community integrated some people from the community who go there who didn't have mental health issues, were allowed to come in and meet with the regulars. They organised a barbecue once a year, and they also invited people to have a look around the place. So I thought the relationship with the community was really good, and we've got a lot to learn in England about that.
In terms of service user participation, perhaps our country's a lot more behind than it should be. So when we went to the day centre, compared to the ones in Birmingham, there's a big difference. So I think we need to catch up there and more modernised.
It's just been such a wonderful time. Spent a little bit of quality time with people I've spent 3 years of my life with.
My reflections are, I think, about the bonding that's happened, the friendships that have all really come together, the camaraderie and the chats, the coffee shop chats about all sorts of things, and the diversity in action at the nightclub last night. So many things, so many reflections and so many great memories.
It was really interesting.
interesting. I think it really teaches us the value of understanding the different perspectives international social work can carry. I think it's important that we have an understanding of the diversity, how they do things abroad. We can learn a lot from them and they can also learn from us. I think it can only be to all of our advantage in the future.
Birmingham, ladies and gentlemen, welcome home.
And the reflective discussions didn't stop once we'd arrived back in Birmingham. Everyone agreed that this project provided an amazing opportunity to explore new ways of thinking and working. It also helped to illustrate in practice the international dimension of the social work task.
Hi, I'm David Stevenson. I'm head of the Institute of Applied Social Studies here at the University of Birmingham. We think this is a really important project to support as it draws upon and develops the teaching and learning taking place here in relation to our social work and social policy programmes. The pilot project, which was carried out in partnership with the University of Rotterdam, has been a great success, and as a result of this, we are now looking to further develop the international dimension of the programmes we run here at the Institute. We look forward to developing links with other universities around the world, sharing ideas and examples of good policy and practice.
So what next? We are hoping that this video diary will prompt a dialogue with colleagues at the International Social Work Conference in Durban and across the world. We would very much like to build collaborative social work teaching partnerships with others who are also interested in the possibility of developing exchange programmes. For more information about this project, please contact Surinder Guru or myself, Dawn River, at the University of Birmingham. We look forward to hearing from you.